Alright. That's what the window looks like with no curtains. So there's two parts. You got thread at the top, and then I'm sure there's a name for this. Fits inside. This is like the second spool of thread you're gonna need. So the sewing machine will thread it for you, and then you'll put it on. On my sewing machine, you'll put it on there, and then push it. So then that will start. I start off kind of slow, let some slack get pulled up, and then hit the foot pedal and threaded the needle. One item I forgot to do, so I'm gonna unswitch that. I'm gonna run that to where it's in that piece of metal. I hope you can see that. So I got my thing in the bottom. I'll do a one crank by hand, and it'll suck up the bottom part of the thread. Okay, now that we've gone over some stuff we need, of course one of the most important things is fabric. And so here to help me out is my job foreman. Big help. So what I've done was I went to just Joann's and we selected a fabric, and this is the width. It comes on what they call a bolt. It's a big cardboard tube, and so this is standard width. So I'm going to use this width for the width of one of my panes. I'm going to have 4 panes of curtains. So that's the width. To get the length, I came up with the measurement that's going to fit the windows. In my case, it's 5 feet. You may have different lengths you want. So I have a 5-foot pane by the width of what comes on the bolt. And so what I'm going to do is I have 4 of these, and I'm just going to start by sewing the edges over, so anything that frays, it won't fray after I sew the edges. So I'm going to sew the edges over all 4 panes, and then we will take it from there. And on one of my wide edges, I'm just kind of, you may want to go every so often and put some straight pins if you want. Me, it's kind of, I'm just going to freehand it. I'm going to stick the fabric underneath there, and then there's a little arm. We'll pinch it down. I'll get it kind of to where I want it. And then I always kind of start off first couple by hand there, and then I'll start with the okay, got all the sewing done, and cat's over there sleeping on one of the curtains. Alright, so now I'm going to put the grommets in, and curtain grommets. So I'm going to follow the direction. I'm going to see how many grommets I got in here. got a little template. Hopefully I don't screw that all up. So, I guess there's a front and a back to these.
Turn it on its head.
Looks like one end has spikes and the other end doesn't. Looks like I'll put a grommet on each end, and then I'll just, from there, I'll fold it in half and do some measurements to keep everything even. So we'll see how that goes along. Alright, so my first grommet, looks like they give a template here. I'll just make sure I keep this template. I want to keep a way to keep it consistent. I'm just going to kind of eyeball. In fact, I think this would be a good time for a magic marker. Yep, I forgot to get one of those. So we'll go snag one.
So they didn't communicate.
Oh, here comes the steak. You are going to enjoy this, Frank. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Frank.
Forever. So, there's an end with spikes, end without spikes. It's got kind of a raised edge. I'll stay consistent. I use the raised edge as the edge everyone's going to see. So let's see how. Oh, I felt a pretty good crunch there. I'm going to use a little fist on this one. Ooh, I heard a nice real snap. Ooh, that looks real professional. Alright, about 1,000 more of these. And see how she turns out. There's 4 panes, we'll add some rope so we can hide them back. But I think that project's done.